So usually I will ask my friends this question: if your bunny is not well, will you spend 10,000 on your bunny for a vet? If the answer is no, then don't buy a pet. I've seen cases whereby bunny really need help in terms of the surgery. So
But people will surely ask, but the bunny doesn't cost 10,000 ma?
correct. So that's the thing. So are you willing to spend 10,000 if things happen?
Okay.
If you are not, it's fine. Your priorities are not there. It's fine.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
have a pet. If you do not have money, you must have time for your pet.
Hi Clariss, welcome to the show.
Hi,
Hi.
welcome.
Hi.
So would you introduce yourself to our viewers out there?
Hi, my name is Clariss. Actually, I'm the founder of My Happy Tales. We specialize in small animals recovery care. So we have been doing this for 15 years.
What is small animals recovery care?
So basically, we look after rabbits, and we are trying to specialize in guinea pigs and chinchilla and hamster as well. So when they fall sick, they need certain care. So we will be there to help the owners as well as the animals.
Okay.
So it's like a micro animal hospital in a way?
I would say, in layman terms, maybe some of my friends say that I'm a community hospital. Yeah.
Outpatient. Now, after they go to the vet, then they can find you.
Correct. So for those non-critical cases where the hospital actually discharged them, then they come over for recovery care.
So what kind of recovery care?
So actually, I think a lot of owners doesn't know. Like bunnies, they need to be fed every 4 to 6 hours. They have very sensitive gut. So most of the owners are unable to do that because of the work. So we will
Fed as in fed medication.
feed medication,
Okay.
then we have to feed critical care because when they are not well, they don't eat.
Critical care is...
It's a specific type of food, a mesh food
Okay,
for the small animals.
It's a medication, is it? Or food?
It's a food.
Oh, okay.
It's like a grind powder that is full of nutritions.
And how do you feed the bunnies?
Usually we syringe. So we do, it's like feeding a baby. 1 meal by 1 meal. So every 4 to 6 hours.
Then
Round
you got to
the,
stringe it into the rabbit.
yes.
Oh. Don't know, right?
No idea. No, sure. This is very interesting. Okay, but let's continue. I'm curious. Okay, so what else do they come to you? So they must have certain illnesses, whatever not, then they will come to you, right?
What's the most common?
Yeah, what's the most common?
The most common is gut stasis. So small animals are very sensitive in terms of the gut stasis, in terms of the digestive system. So if they don't eat for more than 6 hours, there's a tendency for the system to shut down and they might really die from it.
They don't eat because...
They don't eat because firstly, there might be some issues, slow in gut mobility, some bloating, or there could be other underlying issues whereby they don't feel well and then they don't eat. Another most common issues are dental, which we are seeing a lot these days.
Okay. Dental.
Dental as in their teeth.
Yeah, their teeth. So they have a lot of, we have vets who do extractions, they have abscesses, they have to clear. Yeah, so all these need to heal. Then we also have sometimes we have amputation because the bunnies, they tend to get scared. So if the owners try to carry them, they might jump on a higher level. And if they don't land well, we do see some fractured cases. In 1 or 2 cases in a year. Yeah, in a
You
year.
mean
So
fractured they won't heal back?
they have to put those pins and steels or amputation.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It's a bit sad.
Well, I'm trying to digest all this because the view that I have from bunnies is they hop around,
Yeah,
they
easy.
jump down
Hop down,
easy.
yeah.
No, I think so when you're telling me that from a certain level jump down, they might just fracture. Then I was like, okay, the media is lying.
I know for sure rabbits are very fragile animals. They're not like your cartoon Bugs Bunny, running around. Yeah. So maybe you can tell us some myths about what are some of the myths revolving around taking care of rabbits?
So actually the main one that I always hear is, so how much carrots are you feeding your rabbits?
Yeah, that's what Bugs Bunny does, right? They always eat carrots.
Wait, you mean they don't use carrots?
They do, but it's more of a snack. So it's probably just a minimal handful amount each day.
Like fresh carrots or what?
Fresh carrots, they can.
Okay.
Fresh carrots, they can. And then, but the main diet should be the hay. So 80% should be hay, about 15% veggie, and then 5% pellets to give a all-rounded diet. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, I feel so cheated.
Fruits, no fruits ah.
Fruits some lah. So fruits and vegetables maybe 15%. Probably just a handful, that's all.
What are the top fruits cannot feed one? Our favorite
Durian.
It already will die one or
Yes, because it's sweet.
like immediately one
It won't die immediately, but sometimes the bunny don't feel well.
Okay.
There's a very high chance because it is very high in sugar.
Okay, so
high in sugar fruits they can't take.
They can't digest. So when they can't digest, the digestive system might slow down, or it increases bad bacteria in the stomach.
So like for example, grapes, they are very sweet.
Grapes a bit can a bit. Those high in carbohydrates cannot.
high in carbo. What else are high in carbo?
Like bread lah, cereal, corn.
Banana
can, they love it. They love it. But a bit. Everything a bit.
Okay.
Oh, this sounds like a human. Everything must be in moderation.
Yeah.
Everything is a bit. Yeah, but meagers. Sorry, I'm still feeling very cheated right now.
No meat, right?
I thought they eat carrots.
Yeah, you do that again. You try to do that again. Okay.
I thought they eat carrots.
But they are purely herbivore.
Yes, they are purely herbivore.
But I hear people feed meat one.
Yeah, actually, I do see one case years back because I've done this for 15 years. So I think in the early years, I do have a fair share of senior owners whereby the mindset are totally from the mindset is.
Don't know from where. They don't understand how to take care of properly.
Correct. They just think maybe feed, eat, poop.
Can already.
So I once heard they actually feed meat. Yeah, and
Bakwa,
then
is it or
I don't know. But the thing is, I felt that maybe the bunny must be very stuffed to
even
take
eat it.
meat. Yeah, I think it's very sad.
okay? Because I know bunnies generally they are quite picky one.
Correct.
Yeah, if they don't really eat anything on the table. Yeah.
And then sometimes if I hear owners telling me, hey, I feed bread, I feed corn, but they're okay, they love it. But the thing is, if you are not giving them the right diet, they have no choice
Okay.
but to eat,
Okay.
to survive,
Bread is a strict no.
Yes, anything that's high in carbohydrates, high in sugar.
Or you put rice in front of them also.
Cannot.
Chui.
Cannot.
Brownie corn chui also. Okay.
No grains, no corn.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I'm still trying to digest from this conversation.
Yeah, which
My whole
rabbit do you kill?
view of rabbits totally changed. I have never expected it to be. Yeah.
Because people think that it's a starter pet. So, comparing to dogs and cats, they have the misconception that rabbits are easy to take care. I do have this conception as well because I buy my first rabbit from an online breeder. I thought it's easy. And then
Online breeder is what? It's Singapore? Or
online breeder
overseas?
Singapore.
Okay.
Those online breeder, just go online. Whoever wants a bunny.
Okay.
Those platforms, I got mine. Then there was, I understand there are some adoption platforms, but the criteria are very stringent. I think it's a bit hard at that time. And then the thing is, I want a baby bunny. I want a baby bunny. I felt that maybe the bunny will be close to me if I really get it from young. So that's when I bought my first bunny. But the bunnies come with issues.
Okay, what was it?
The breed, the lion head, we call it lion head.
Oh, lion head. Okay, lion head bunny. Okay, what issues you were saying?
So the bunny actually has some genetics issue. The hands were actually split. So normally bunnies not like that. So it was born like that. And I didn't know. So I had groomers coming to my place and then say, hey, how come your bunny, the hands is a bit weird? Then I cannot understand because I thought it's normal.
Yes.
Then as I go along, then I realized, actually my bunnies, the hands are split.
So it doesn't stand properly lah.
It doesn't stand properly. It can stand, but as they age, the hands actually moved outwards. So they do not have support.
Move.
They couldn't support their body weight.
Yeah, correct. When she's very old, she managed to live until 14.
Wow. Okay, that's very long.
Yeah. The average age is about 10.
Oh, okay. So average about 10. So she outlived the average age.
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But she has a lot of issues. After
But
that.
then it's because you are the breeder. Rather, you are the caregiver. of the breeder. You are the caregiver.
Professional caregiver.
Yes, right. It's very different.
Yeah.
So now I'm curious, what got you interested into this line?
Oh, basically I started out volunteering. So I was thinking to get my bunny a friend as well. So I started volunteering. So I saw some posts from the welfare group saying, hey, we need fostering help. So I volunteered myself and try. So after trying, I think not too bad lah. Not too bad. And then when they need help, they actually refer. I say some owners, they are going overseas. Can you help to take care? But of course, they'll pay you. It's not like volunteering. Then I say okay. As I do more and more cases, it kind of sink in.
Yeah. But how do you start off with bunny? Why don't you choose like other pets like guinea pigs?
Oh, because I have my first bunny first. I have my first bunny, so I go into that
track lah.
And so that becomes what the business is a boarding business.
Yes, it's a boarding business.
So the Happy Tales is a hotel for boarding lah.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
And boarding means why would people board with you?
Or sometimes they go holidays. They will come. The initial start is when they go holidays. They just put their bunnies. Sometimes they don't trust their own family, or the family are not. They don't really like pets lah, or the fur allergic. So sometimes they bring to pet hotels like us.
Right.
So we look after them for a period of time, and then after that we do grooming. I see how my groomer do. Then I also learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm curious because I think in Singapore, I understand that for boarding, you need to have certain licenses and all. Right?
Correct.
But for bunny boarding, same thing or it doesn't matter?
If I'm not wrong, in terms of the industry, dogs and cats all along has to have a commercial license. But for bunnies and other animals, the licensing started, I think, in April 2022. So everybody, if you want to provide a boarding service, you need to be licensed. And to get the license, you need to attend a course, you need to be trained, and then you need to have a commercial space.
Need to have a commercial space.
Yeah.
So that's one of the criteria.
Yes.
So if someone comes to you and say, in my house, cannot.
So all home boarding, unfortunately, become illegal.
Okay.
Back in 2022.
2022.
From 22.
That was when there was this pet boarding case for a dog. I don't know whether you recall. Then there was some issues. So some dogs died. Then there was a cry for...
At home.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I heard of that one, the home boarding one. Yes.
How to do it at home? Not noisy, meh?
Hence, that's why the regulation came out.
Yeah. I was thinking dogs confirm cannot because very noisy. You have like 10 cats, you meow until you go crazy also, right?
Right.
But your rabbit are quiet.
Yeah, the rabbits are quiet. Rabbit got no noise one.
Correct.
No noise. So at one time, how many rabbits can you board?
Depends, 20 plus. Because it's very common for one owners to have multiple rabbits.
Okay.
So it's very common. So it's quite okay.
But do they need like the running space, or they're okay with like cage up and whatever not?
Yeah, that's one of the misconceptions as well. People usually thought that, we can just cage the bunny. But these days, actually bunnies love free roaming. We have a good space for them to stay. But most of the owners I know these days, they actually free roam their bunnies. I mean, same for my bunnies. I have 4. They roam my room. So they will go back to an area to eat and poop and pee. Yeah.
But will they like fight with other bunnies?
They have to make friends. They have to make friends.
They
have to bond.
And do they bite anything? Like dogs will bite chairs?
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do.
So you have to cable. They love expensive stuff.
Oh,
like,
nice.
Like cables.
Okay.
Your iPhone stuff, your Android charger. They love
good taste.
They love all this.
Actually, electricals, they always go for electrical stuff also.
Yes.
You got taste to it, is it?
Somehow, I think maybe it's the diameter. It fits their mouth, I guess.
Okay.
They love to chew.
Will they chew curtains?
They will. Some will chew the walls. Some, they will just chew the walls.
Then, okay. Then you live in free roam, then you chew out all your things.
But most of them are fine. Most of them are fine.
Okay.
But they're more like quieter. They're more, how to put it, they are more docile in a sense. They should be quite okay, right? Not like dogs. If let's say they go crazy, they'll go crazy. Bunnies, they won't, right?
They are quite well behaved. The basic care is quite manageable for most owners. The difficult part is when they fall sick. I might get slapped if I say this, because sometimes I felt that maybe dogs and cats are a bit more hardy than bunnies. But of course, the dogs and cats owners might disagree. They say no, my they are still fragile as well. But the thing is, for bunnies, sometimes if they don't do well, they really can fall sick easily, and then they really might pass on within like 6 hours, 8 hours. They really can.
So in 6 hours, you really can just go lah.
I have owners who went for a lunch
and
then come back And then they realized the bunny passed away.
Oh dear.
With no
Signs.
signs and symptoms.
And the most often is through GI, right?
Correct. We call it GI Stasis, GI. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how does a typical day in My Happy Tales looks like for you?
Oh, okay. So basically when I wake up early in the morning, the first thing I do is I have to zoom around. I have to check every bunny to make sure that they are doing okay. Because bunnies are prey animals, so they really hide very, very well.
Yeah.
So we apart from that, we try to do a more active approach. So because of the experiences that we accumulated these years, we are able to, we call it check the gut. So we are able to know what's going on, if the bunny is eating well. Because most owners are doing is they will monitor whether the bunny is eating and whether there's poop. But there might be a time lapse from the eat to the poop. Yeah. So this is what I do. So normally then after we'll feed them, cleaning. So 90% is cleaning, pure cleaning. And then then because we are doing medical care, so we'll feed medicine. So feeding medicine is every 4 to 6 hours round the clock.
Actually, I'm very curious because it's medical care and all, right? What happens if a bunny pass on in your place?
Your care, under your care.
Unless it's really sudden.
You don't eat it, right?
No, we don't eat it.
Wow. I tell you, this one piss
gonna get
people off,
slapped
man.
again.
I'm just asking, later they resell them for bunny stew or something,
No.
So any death, we have to inform the NParks AVS. We have to.
Or as a licensed boarder,
yes, as
you
a
have to say
licensed
that.
boarder.
Under your care lah.
Yes.
Okay.
But to prevent all this, we really have to be very active, taking a very active approach to managing them. And then if there is any signs and symptoms, we have to catch it. So we will manage it because some owners, sometimes we highlight to owners saying, "Hey, your bunny is eating slow." But the owner sometimes they might say, "Oh, my bunny is eating like that. It's always slow." But there might be an expectation gap. So we need to really base on what we know and our expertise to make the judgment whether the bunny is eating slow or something's wrong.
So what is slow?
Like for example, they don't finish the morning pellets.
Okay.
Or if you give them a cookie, they just nibble and they don't eat.
Okay.
Some might not eat completely. I mean, they won't finish on the spot because of maybe old. They take time. So we have to monitor that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
In fact, I wanted to ask. Then you all collect all of the rabbit poop, right? Never repurpose it to sell to.
No, we didn't. Last time we tried to use it
because rabbit poop very very clean one. It's like one round pellet.
Correct.
Can use as fertilizer one.
Yes. So last time I give to my neighbours. She has a lot of plants, so I will give her some. Then we have some. Sometimes we use as some of fertilizers as well. But we need to sieve lah. Because there's a combination of hay and poops.
Yeah. There's the hay, right?
Yeah,
okay.
So we need to sieve.
Well, should go and collect.
Actually, that could be a business time to come. Yeah. So my next question to you is actually how did the name My Happy Tales come about? Why do you name it that way?
I wanted to set up something happy. So I hope it can be my happy tales and happy tales for my owners as well.
The tale is not Weipa.
It's
stories.
Stories. Oh.
Right.
No, I'm calling it because you must understand. This interview, I had a lot of new knowledge that I'm totally
you never taken care of a pet before.
I've never taken care of a pet before. That's number one. Number two, right, is my whole socialization of a rabbit totally just shifted. Yeah. So whatever I see, right, whatever I'm hearing, right, it's a brand new thing to me. It's like a brand new alien species that I'm absorbing now, And that's how I was like digesting.
So maybe you can share with him also, like because he was asking rabbits, should you buy or should you adopt?
There is actually two sides of the story. So for my side, because I started out with the welfare groups, so I'm more of an adoption person. So having said that,
But if it's difficult to adopt, then why would anybody do it?
Okay, the criteria are stringent for a reason, because the bunnies have been rescued, have been abandoned before. So we actually really want them to find a good home before. I mean, we really want them to find a next good home. That's why the criteria are set in place. And then with that, we try to educate the owners as well.
Are they like, for example, I always see documentary, like the dogs being abandoned, then they will scar. They'll be afraid to approach humans and things like that. Will rabbit have such emotional, mental damage in a sense?
Some, yes. Some will have food anxiety. We ever see cases where the bunnies are very traumatized, and in terms of the digestive system, it's very, very bad. But when you give them food, they still try to eat as much as they can. Some are very shy to humans. Generally, they are very shy to humans. So you have to be very patient when approach them, and they don't like to be carried. So 90% of the rabbits don't like to be carried.
You see, another new information to me. I always thought rabbit loves to be carried. Then you just put it here. Then you
just go and play with it. Then you traumatize it while you stroke it.
I didn't know you traumatize it with stroke it, but okay.
Because people always post a nice, cute.
Yeah,
images
so the
online.
conception of it is always they like to be carried. Like most, I don't know, maybe little dogs and cats like that. Yeah.
They're actually very scared.
I think primarily it's because they're prey animals,
Yes,
right?
they're prey animals.
Yeah, so any agitation would be, it depends if you fella feel like he's going to get eaten, then naturally for the stress, right?
My own bunnies don't like to be carried as well. I try not to, even though I can handle.
Then how you hug them?
Normally I don't. So normally if I want, I sit on the floor and pet them. If they come to me, they come to me. They don't, then I'll leave them as it is. I love them like that.
Right, so they're more happy in such an environment.
But normally they will come to you if the trust is built, or if you have food, they will come to you.
You have bananas.
They love bananas.
Yeah.
They love bananas.
So what other dangerous myths are there in bunny care?
They shouldn't be fed too sweet stuff, things that are high carbohydrates like bread, corn, lettuce, iceberg lettuce, and then cereals, etc. Anything that trigger their gut, because they really have very sensitive gut.
So I need to ask, okay, because I got zero knowledge of rabbit. In my head, there are only 3 types of rabbit. The white rabbit that's hunger carries, the black hay rabbit that you see in the wild, and the fierce rabbit that you see in the cartoon. So how many breeds of rabbits are there actually out there?
They're actually quite a fair bit. I think more than 10, 20. The more common ones in Singapore, we have the local rabbits, the one that you see.
You mean they are local? Like
we call it local, the long-eared ones. They can be white, can be brown.
Long ear means?
They're not really the pedigree one, not lops.
Okay.
So the normal kind, but with the long ears.
Considered dwarfs?
No, dwarf are shorter ears. So Netherlands dwarf are shorter.
Right.
Wait. So fill in part by part. So they are the long ear ones.
Long ear ones.
Okay.
Which, the more hardy one we call it.
Okay, and then
call it
you
local
have
breed.
And the breed is called
Normally sometimes we call it local breeds.
because got no name, right? There's not like a
because it
Singaporean.
Correct.
Okay, and then you have the dwarfs.
The dwarfs are very
the-
cute. And the Netherlands dwarf, they have a very flat face. They're so cute. They are less than 1 kilo.
Yeah, right.
Like that only.
So small only.
Yes.
And
Then you have what's that?
Holland
Holland
lops.
lops. The ears are down. So they are cute as well. And then we have a lion heads. And then there are some fluffy ones, the Angoras.
Angoras
that's
are very
the
fluffy one.
fluffy
Then
one.
the big ones.
I've seen a Flemish giant before.
Yes,
7
the Flemish
kilo.
giant.
7 kilo.
That was huge. Right?
It's like a dog.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ever seen a few, but the heaviest one I've cared for is about 7 kilos.
Do they like crossbreeds and I don't know from
I think so.
But is breeding a big thing in Singapore on this? I can't care for animals, man.
You want to try?
I think if I'm not wrong, dogs and cats are regulated. But
Okay.
I think for bunnies, not at the moment. Bunnies or other small animals, the regulation are not really in place. So we really, it really depends on the breeder's ethics.
So what do you mean by breeder's ethics? Like, what should people look out for?
So if I'm not wrong, for dogs and cats, if I'm not wrong, for a dog, a female dog, they can maybe breed over a certain time for a period lifespan. Then after that, they need to retire the dog.
Okay.
So-
like X number of times
Yeah.
to breed.
Like that.
Okay.
But for bunnies, because they can breed really fast,
Okay.
you can really have multiple generations each time.
Okay.
So we don't know how.
And do they have like you must make sure this is from separate parent because I know inbreeding will
the
basically
genes are yeah. You probably need to do.
Oh, that's very interesting. Okay.
Yeah. If not, then you inbreed, then your generation will become weaker, ma.
Wow, this is brand new, totally new stuff for me. So back to you, Clariss, right? So you started this business because you started off as a volunteer and you thought it's something that it's good to go.
Correct.
Right? But this is a business that largely, I would dare say, unheard of because most people go for the dog and cats. But you to be so niche and specialized in a smaller animal,
Correct.
isn't it hard?
It is very hard. So it's very hard. Sometimes I have to challenge the norm as well. So why do I actually start on the recovery care? It's because when I was doing fostering or, when I started out my boarding business, I have bunnies that got sick in my care. And then, of course, we managed to spot it and then we bring to the vet. So the vet give medication and then the instruction was just to feed every 4 to 6 hours, that kind of thing. So we did our best. Like at that point in time, I was still working. So I had to run back during lunchtime, that kind of thing. Thank God I was staying pretty near my place. So I have to run back. I can't sleep at night. I have to wake up every 4 to 6 hours to feed. But the thing is, I'm not seeing any improvement. And I don't understand why. I'm doing and following every instruction from the vet. Then, and then when I do not see any progress, I will revisit a vet again. And then they will check, then they give some instructions. We try to follow through, but eventually the bunny didn't make it. So I don't understand why. It's like, why am I doing wrong or whatever? I'm following what you told me to, but why the bunny cannot survive?
Yes.
And it is very sad. Then I at that point in time, I cannot understand why. So it was only until my second bunny from another owner also experienced similar things. Because, okay, we call it, the bunny can fall sick anytime, anywhere, or any animals fall sick anytime, anywhere. So we just happened to have this case, the owner go overseas, then suddenly just not eating. It could be due to a lot of reasons and stuff. So we brought to the vet again, a different vet, same instructions given. I mean, similar instructions given. The main thing is to have to feed 4 to 6 hours. So we try to manage it again. And then we did our best, tried so hard, but in the end we still cannot. Then I realized that actually it's not, managing the gut stasis is not as straightforward. Because every bunny is different in terms of the mobility of the gut is different. So we have to manage it.
So what do you learn in that? Those two were not your own pets,
Yeah, they were not my own pets.
Okay.
Sad to say.
So what should an owner look out for? In that case,
That happened years back, maybe like 10 plus years. I guess at that point in time, I really think we really did our best. But maybe in terms of the knowledge, techniques can be improved. So it was then we realized that if a bunny is bloated, we cannot feed.
regardless.
We can feed, we have to paste it. So that's where my job comes in. Yeah.
What is pasted?
So pasting, so basically we check the overall bunny condition. So we understand what's the condition like. Is it bloated? How badly bloated? Or is the gas moving downwards the body? All this we can tell based on our experience. And then with that, we need to do certain actions. We massage, we can feed. But if the bloat is bad, we cannot feed too much. But we need to feed enough to get the gut going. So our role, fill in the gap.
Right. Wow. So when you were back in 10 years, you were a corporate staff.
Yes, I was.
Wow. And then you transited to an entrepreneur.
Slowly transited.
What do you mean by slowly? Like take on more business?
Yes, because I was in a corporate life. I was in a finance tech company actually. I was a financial analyst.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, looking at profit and loss. Drilling detail, drilling numbers.
Oh, okay.
Wow. And you decided to take the leap of faith just to start up your own business.
Yes. It took me quite a while to do that because the emphasis on the rabbit scare is not huge 10 years back.
So how long did that take you?
I think around 7 years.
Whoa, okay.
7 years.
When I started. So in the midst of my career, I felt that, okay, maybe it's time to do something I want. and to transit from a corporate life to do purely based on my interest and passion, it is a hard decision. Because generally, your parents, parents are very conservative. They want the best for you. They will probably say, hey, don't quit your job, you know. You shouldn't quit your job.
So what was going through your head when you made that decision?
I think I kind of had enough of corporate life. I think that's the usual sentiments most entrepreneurs have. I think they're really sick of corporate life.
Why so?
Maybe
What pissed you off?
Yeah. What?
You know,
What's so shitty about it?
I guess
No
I
one
guess
know
it's
the company,
different
so
in
it's
terms of
okay.
the value given to the company. So I was a financial analyst. So I was drilling numbers. So I was looking at numbers top down, delivering delivering my findings, business impacts, etc. And then, but in terms of my manager was a bottoms up. So we can't really see eye to eye. It's not wrong, but it's just different approach. So I'm more of a top down perspective.
Right. Yeah. And when you decided to venture out, you say that, your parents and all the considerations. What were these considerations?
They felt I couldn't sustain. And the thing is, my parents are not animal lovers, but I love animals since young. So they felt that I should just get a proper job. The typical mindset lah.
Mindset.
So they felt that you couldn't sustain, or you felt that the business couldn't sustain?
I guess it's a mix of both. Because nobody is doing bunnies at that point in time.
Okay.
There are a handful. Like anybody can set up a boarding business at home if they have some space at the living room. Anybody can do that.
But now we know that not everybody can do it. It's a lot more sensitive than it is.
Yes.
Yeah,
They buddies really require a lot of delicate care.
And they don't eat carrots.
Yeah,
They don't eat carrots. They eat minimal.
Yeah.
So other than that, what is the hardest point as you start off and kick off this business?
I guess it's the stress. You don't know when the next paycheck will sustain you. Because if you're working in corporate life, you know you will get a monthly paycheck.
Yeah.
But for this role, it is seasonal. So you only earn during school holidays, public holidays. So you must really chiong. First thing. Then you need to have the revenue to sustain the low peak. This is one thing. So when I see ups and downs, sometimes my heart cannot take it. When I first tried this.
So you must have the rainy days money to tide through
Correct.
those low periods lah.
Eventually, I even though my numbers are good, but in terms of the stress, is quite hard. So after that, I went back to corporate for a while. I went back to corporate for a while. Then, even though my numbers say that I can sustain, but self-stress, because you don't know when's the next money coming in. But I went back to corporate for a while. Then after that, I decided to come back again.
How short was a while?
Maybe 4 years.
Oh, okay. So you came out to do the boarding. Then after that, don't know.
I still do, but on a low volume basis.
Okay. They went back for 4 years and then.
Yeah. Then I do full scale.
So
I have to slowly build lah.
So what makes you decide that, okay, that's it. Full scale, let's go all the way. What was that turning point? What was the decision?
It was just a leap of faith. It's really just a leap of faith.
You decided that enough is enough and decided to go for it.
So what's the indicator? Was it the number of customers that gives you an understanding of the finances, or?
Part of it. I felt that I should trust my instinct. I should really take a leap of faith. And all the worry, all because my main worry is I might not be able to get my clients. But somehow or rather, they come in. But it could be due to referrals, all this and stuff.
No, your branding is up and up already lah.
Kind
People
of lah.
know where
They
you are.
come in.
Who refers? Like other customers or vets?
Both.
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 The vets will refer because that's a business of theirs also.
Depends, because it depends on the clinics actually. So some clinics usually handle critical case. So if the animal is less critical, and then they felt that the animal actually needs more time in terms of recovery care and the owner cannot manage, sometimes they refer after the surgery. And then my client refer as well.
Okay.
So So let me summarize here. Okay, so who should go to you are people animals who they just came out from certain medical conditions.
Yes.
And probably back at home they don't have the luxury of time or expertise to look after, and hence they look for you lah.
Yes.
The other one is people who are going for holiday. Again, no time luxury to bring the poor bunny across aboard overseas. Hence, they also look for you lah.
Correct.
So these are your typical customer pool, I would say.
Yeah. Then recently we have another group. Those are critical clients, but unfortunately the emergency or clinics, they are full. So they come to us. We can be a very good option for the stabilization and recovery care.
But after going to see you, do they still hop on to the vet after that, or sometimes they go back? Right?
Sometimes that means they will go to the vet first. But the thing is, sometimes they do not have the capacity to take in hospitalization. So the owners have no choice to take home or to transfer to other clinics, other hospitals. Most of the clinics in Singapore are better with dogs and cats.
Okay.
So in terms of the environment, it could be noisier and more stressful.
Okay.
So owners sometimes take
That's
this
where the
approach.
money lies also, right? The dogs and cats, because it's a larger pool of people.
Yes, yeah.
So are there mobile vets?
There are mobile vets.
Do they then come to your hotel to?
For now, not at the moment. Usually, the owners will bring to their own vets first.
But you do work with other vets as well,
Yes,
right?
I
Of your
do.
own, right?
So sometimes when I feel that the recovery is not there, sometimes I will check with the owner, sometimes I'll highlight to the vet. And then if there's a need, we'll bring back to the vet. So we have to work pretty closely.
Actually, I'm very curious. Which is more expensive to upkeep, the dog, cat, or the rabbit?
Okay, it depends on how you gauge. So my dog's friends, they say that rabbits is more expensive because looking at the size. So for example, if you were to do a surgery of a dog and compare to the surgery of a bunny, it's more expensive. It's more expensive for a bunny.
Relative to the size.
Correct.
Relative to the size.
Both the cost is the same lah.
About there.
Okay.
You got more things to cut lah for her dog. But the bunny is small ma, so you need more delicate fingers.
Correct,
ma.
that's the thing.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
need more
thing.
skill.
Do they need, so just now you talk about environment, like for example cats and dogs, they're a little bit more noisy. Does bunny needs a quieter environment, or they're okay with a noisy environment?
They do prefer a quieter environment.
So the family quarrel every day, then jala la the rabbit.
They probably immune. They immune already.
Right. So back to you, right? I mean, looking at all your whole journey, were there any big mistakes that you have made?
I would say initially, okay, sometimes when things happen, I do get myself into some self-doubt because we will always try to think whether is there any cases where I can do more, learn more. The main thing is really do more, learn more. But I try to grow from it lah. So whatever cases that I've seen, I try to understand what is the issue, and then I try to work around and try to improve, so that I do not make the same mistake twice. Which is why the main thing that we do is we really try to do a very active approach. But unfortunately, sometimes the bunnies really hide too well.
Okay, wait. I don't understand. So if the bunnies hide, then aren't they in a enclosure?
They are.
So, but they're there, ma?
So they will have certain signs. So they will hunch. The most common ones is they will hunch.
Okay.
So sometimes the eyes will squint a little bit. So these are the very basic ones. So of course they don't eat lah. They don't eat. They hunch. There's no poop.
Okay.
All these are the signs.
You mean hide the symptoms?
Hide the
being
symptoms.
sick. Okay.
So we have to try our best to be as detailed as possible to really catch it before things happen.
I thought men hide from you.
Well,
thinking where is the rabbit? The rabbit is there lah. You know.
Technically, the rabbit is hiding lah. Hiding the emotions and the mental.
He's thinking tell you okay lah, but it's not okay one lah. Okay. Okay. So in terms of like the business, right? When you mentioned that you would have to improve and do better, in which sense? In the pet care sense or business operationally?
I think it's a transition. For me, it's more at this moment. It's more of from a technical to a business operation. Because I used to be a one-man show, so I have to do everything. In terms of not just the care, I need to manage my clients as well. And from a finance background, usually we are more introvert. More introvert. So I have to really try to engage my clients.
So what do you mean by engage clients?
Sometimes they don't understand the seriousness.
Okay.
Sometimes when we tell them, your bunny is critical. To me, it's a serious no. But to them, it's okay. But sometimes they just cannot get it.
Okay, so how was the understanding? When in terms of like, give us an example. Like let's say a GI, right? So the GI is the you maybe explain what's a GI. I only know GI lah. I don't know what's.
We call it gut stasis lah. So in terms of slow gastrointestinal tract, slow down. Yeah.
Okay, so what would be critical? What's the indicator to tell people it's in critical condition?
So depending whether there's bloat. So if there is a very big bloat, it will be quite critical because gas in the stomach will expand.
Okay.
And then if the bunny doesn't pass out, the gas expands, it might crush the internal organs around it.
Okay.
You will expand like a balloon and you will just crush.
I mean, not really crush, but you will
suffocate it.
Yeah, kind of.
Like and put the other organs under pressure.
Yes.
Oh shit.
And so when it's critical, what must they do? So I'm the customer now. You tell me it's critical. So how must I? What's my action?
So it really sorry again.
Okay lor.
Yeah, so actually that's one of the reasons. So that's one of the response I get. So now these days I will tell them in a very layman's term. I say can die, really can die.
Okay.
So there's but
can die got spectrum from 1 to 10, like 10
like
out of 10 can die.
Okay.
I don't do anything also can die. Do anything also can die.
Correct. So usually we will refer to a vet. But the thing is sometimes we have cases whereby
customer don't want.
Yeah, sometimes some customers don't want to go to vet.
Okay, because of considerations like cost and logistics.
And
so
then,
go to vet means they will come over, pick up the rabbit and go.
No,
or you send them.
We can arrange transport or the owners will send back to the vet. So to hospitalize for critical conditions.
Okay. So to make things easier, you can tell me that it's critical and then go and send to the vet. And I'll say, I really got no time. Can you help me send?
Yes.
Okay.
We can do that.
And so that's no bad, quite one stop, right?
It's one stop.
Yeah.
It's one stop.
Then can I tell you, can you take care of so when the thing comes back, then you take care, then I'll just all the way until
recover lah.
Recover.
No, then after be boarding already. The other spectrum of the business.
Yes, correct.
Right.
So to us, boarding is important as well. So we not only want to see the animals in bad times, we want to see the animals in good times. So all these information will act as a baseline guideline for us. So we will know in terms of the bunny character, the behavior, what do they normally do or like. So when they are not well, what do I need to do to get them back to the same level? Because every bunny, every animal behave differently.
Right. Yeah. Is there something that the owners always do, right, that it's a pet peeve for you, one? Like you really don't like one?
Some are very demanding. Some owners are really very demanding. These days, they are better. Somehow, maybe because I've been in the industry for quite some time. So for owners like this, sometimes I tell myself, I don't feel like taking them. I do, but I always tell myself I have this belief that whatever decision I make is for the welfare of the animal. So with that, I will do it. Unless sometimes I really cannot tahan. But if the values are not aligned, they probably will go somewhere else.
And what is demanding? Like they'll tell you that instead of feeding 2 times, feed 4 times.
Sometimes they can. They say, can you massage my bunny every hour? Can you check every hour? Then sometimes they say, can you send the poop every hour? That kind of thing. I mean, you can, but of course, that would be a different care range.
Yeah, different level of service, different price, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Cannot, it's just like I go.
This is like a super VIP.
I go massage also. I ask you massage 2 hours, 3 hours also, different price.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, other than that, what are the system and processes that you have in place, right, to ensure that whatever that you have is actually of high quality?
Okay, so the main thing I always believe in. So for now, even until now, I am still learning. I always believe in there's always new cases, which is why actually I took on a specialist diploma.
Just for this, wow.
Yeah, actually I took on 2. So I focus on the critical care critical emergency care in 2018, and then I took on rehab wellness 2025. So I can really try to provide an overall
From where?
care. So it from Ngee Poly and Temasek Poly.
Oh, okay. But they those will not lead you to being a vet, must
Oh
go.
no, it's more of a rehab nurse, vet tech.
Okay.
But the focus is mainly on dogs and cats. So we have to learn and apply to the rabbits.
Right. Well, on that note, let's get on to our Enzo segment. This is the Enzo segment. Over the course of interviewing and networking, we realized that many people do not know what question to ask. Hence, we came up with this. It's as simple as pick up a card and ask that question. Welcome back!
Hi.
So this is the Enzo segment, right? As we explained previously. So now, right, I invite you to choose 2 cards.
Okay, let's try one.
Okay, this one. And another.
All right. Okay, so then you chose 2. So maybe you can read out to us the questions and then your answers to it.
Okay, how do you handle external pressures or advice to take a different path? You just have to strongly believe in what you do. Your initial belief to do this, and then you just have to bite your teeth and go for it.
But I think go for it. Just chung.
Yep.
Right. And the second question?
Second question.
So, okay, what motivates you to pursue your current career or business venture? Of course, the satisfaction I gain from all the animals under my care, actually, most of them recover. They are in a better position. So with that, a huge sense of self-satisfaction.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this stems from the love of the animals.
Yes, I do. Because sometimes we see owners being pretty helpless. So we sometimes really have cases whereby the vet tell my owner and say,
God.
not say gone, very critical. You bring home, spend time.
Oh, okay.
Then my owner will call and ask like, Clariss, how? What can I do? Like, sometimes they go through a surgery and then they don't do too well and then something happened. Then the vet asks them to bring home. Then I usually will tell them, if you trust me, you bring down, let me take a look.
Okay.
I try my best to help.
Okay.
And sometimes I can because we are able to tell what's going on in the stomach and stuff. So that is our specialty. So when we see the bunnies, they stabilize and then recover, it's a huge sense of satisfaction.
Definitely.
Because if they bring home, they probably cannot make it.
Really cannot make it. Then that's why the vet words come true.
Yeah, correct.
It's interesting to know because I think most people, they don't understand that if I'm the bunny owner, I take care of only one bunny. There's only one practice.
Correct.
Right? But if she's the one, right, she has actually practiced across like
A lot.
many
We've
bunnies.
seen a lot.
Yeah.
Handled a lot. So all these experience actually help us now.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and that's how you Enzo. So we have spoken so much about your journey, right? So now I want to bring you back to the past. Now, if I will bring you back to maybe when you first started off your career, maybe, I don't know, maybe when you are 20, 18, things like that, would you have done anything differently?
For me personally, I think not really. Because I feel everything happens for a reason. I feel it's all these experiences that shape me to who I am today.
Right. Yeah, so on that note, then my curious is, since we have accumulated so many lessons, right? I want to seek your advice. What is your biggest lessons for your life and business experience so far?
I think coming from a young entrepreneur is probably balancing between the technicals and the business point of view. You need to be good at what you do, but you need to feed your family too. So in the business aspect.
Right.
So when you say that, right, do you think if you could start the business earlier, so everything else stay the same, right? But if you could start the business earlier without acquiring that many years of care under your belt, you would have?
Maybe 1 or 2 years earlier, that's all. Because I feel that the market for the rabbits are not there yet.
Okay. So it's not so much on you don't have the enough expertise to technical expertise. It was more that the market hasn't evolved to accommodate yet.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe for budding entrepreneurs, the market situation is a key consideration, right?
Correct.
Wow, this is really interesting. And on that note, then what about any professional lessons and tips that coming from you? That means how to care for rabbits and things like that actually all rabbits lovers must know. Other than they don't eat carrots.
I think owners have to place some trust in themselves. You need to know that they are your rabbits. You should be the one who know their bunnies best. So be mindful, be detailed, be observant.
Actually, on that note, I'm actually very curious. Prior before this whole recording, right, we were talking about people buying rabbits, right? And we also mentioned that rabbits, they are not easy animal to take care of.
Correct.
Right? What's your advice on that? Because I think when you come to rabbit, Easter coming, people will just start buying rabbits, right? And give people it as pets.
Give chocolate.
Yeah.
Easter rabbit.
Easter bunny always have rabbit. Chocolate.
So usually I'll ask my friends this question: if your bunny is not well, will you spend 10,000 on your bunny for a vet? If the answer is no, then don't buy a pet. If you don't, you need to
one shot or over time.
Probably one shot leh. I've seen cases whereby a bunny really need help in terms of the surgery, fractured. They need pins and needle. It's really 10,000. So
but people will surely ask, but the bunny doesn't cost 10,000 ma?
Correct. So that's the thing. So are you willing to spend 10,000 if things happen?
Okay.
If you are not, it's fine. Your priorities are not there. It's fine.
Okay,
Don't have a pet. But if you are willing, good, well done. If you do not have money, you must have time for your pet. It's best to have both.
Right. Yeah. So, and on that, then, since we talk about money, right? Now, any finance tips in running the business?
Coming from a finance background, actually, I'm very prudent. And also coming from a very typical Asian background, I am very prudent. Unfortunately, sometimes in business, you have to take a leap of faith. But if you want to make a calculated risk, at least you have to buffer for 18 months.
18 months.
18 months. For myself, myself.
18 months of what?
Of my expenses.
Your personal
OPEX.
or your business
Both.
OPEX?
Business OPEX and personal expenses.
So the business OPEX includes your pay?
Yes.
Okay.
Business OPEX.
Actually, that's very sound, good advice.
18 months, 1.5 years.
Yes.
So that you have time to trial and then you have time to feel if the market doesn't go. So the main, this is very essential because during COVID, I'm thankful I didn't die because nobody traveled.
Yes.
So we really focus on grooming, bonding, medical care. Thankfully we managed to survive.
So why 18 months? Why so specific? Why not 19?
Why not?
Why not 20?
I just find, I think it's 1.5 years. I think it's a good 1.5 years.
Okay. So the bar is tagged to 1.5 years. And the thing is to trial.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So then, actually, when we talk about that, I was just something going through my head. When you say that actually you're thankful that during COVID you didn't, your business didn't fail and all. Then I was thinking, actually, how do you manage your mental stress? Because number one, back then you were managing corporate, then startup. Then after you decided that startup fully, then after that cannot go back to corporate again.
Right.
Then now again go back to startup. How do you manage?
You really have to tell yourself you can do it. This is one thing. You have to tell yourself you can do it, and then you need to believe that what you are doing is really at the best interest of the bunny. So this is, I sometimes even until now, I will remind myself.
But isn't it very tiring? Because
it is.
No, what's the just now? Oh yeah, I mean look at it. Just now you're talking about medical care.
Correct.
Medical care, you need to wake
4
up
to
every
6
4
hours.
to 6 hours.
Correct.
Then actually at night means you have to wake up also.
Yes, I do. So basically, a lot of people do not know. Instead of the 8 hours sleep I have in a day, I actually split my sleep into 4 hours. So I sleep between 3 to 7 a.m. and p.m. So that's how I manage the every
3
4 to
to
6 hours.
3 to 7.
AM and PM.
Oh, AM
4
and
hours,
PM.
4 hours each. So that's where I can manage the 4-hourly feeding.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then does anyone take care within the 3 to 7?
I do have strong family support, thankfully.
Okay.
So my family members will help. Last time. But now I'm still doing the night shift. I'm used to it, so I don't feel tired.
So, okay, so help me understand here. So you do 4 hours. Okay, rather you only sleep from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
And 3 to 7.
And then 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Instead of the full thing. Oh, wow.
Enough.
It becomes a routine.
Oh, okay.
Actually can.
Then what about like afternoon, that the client come and find you and things like that?
So I have a team. I have a team to support me. And then my family members are very supportive, thankfully. And then my husband help as well.
Oh, that's not too bad lah.
That's not so bad.
Yeah.
How's our husband? His job?
What's your husband's job?
Actually he's in IT. He's in IT.
His job is to take care of the wife and the business.
Say that way,
Yeah.
right?
Cannot run away.
I thought you were going to say that your husband, is supposed to IT inside some AI machine to take care of the bunny, some AI analytic stuff, Maybe that might be a good venture point. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so on that note, right, actually, before we end this whole conversation, right, for every single guest that's sat on that chair, there's always one question that I will ask, right, will be, if there's one word, right, that you use to inspire any upcoming entrepreneur, what would that one word be?
You'll be perseverance. You really need to persevere, stay strong, and then fight on.
Why?
Because when entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey, you hear a lot of noises here and there, even though they comes from the heart of the family members, friends. They do actually care for you. But the thing is, they do not know what you are actually feeling. So yeah, you really have to persevere on. Do what you believe in.
Can you share what kind of noises will plague the entrepreneur?
So let's say, so for example, the recent one is when, so when I decided to do medical care, I have friends, or I heard from friends, they saying that, are you sure you want to do this? Firstly, it's very risky. You know what happens if the
white
pet die?
noise, the outside influence.
Yeah, what happens if the pet die? Why are you doing this? Are you crazy? How can you do this alone? That kind of thing. But
They never ask anything to do with me.
never lah. But I feel the need to do it lah. I just think since I'm good at it, I must as well do it to a better stage.
Right. Yeah. So on that note, right, before we wrap up, maybe I'll put your attention to this camera here. Right. Any last word of advice? Any last parting words that you want to give to our viewers out there?
Do proper research before you get a pet, be it a bunny, dog, or cat. You really need to buffer for rainy days. Not just buffering, and then make sure that you have time to spend with your pet as well. And of course, don't buy a pet on impulse.
Hi guys, thank you for listening. If you like what you have just heard, follow us for more content like this.